I'm alive. It's Kingdom Hearts Day. It always arrives eventually. Next week I won't be streaming on Thursday. I might do some stuff on Friday, maybe. But I won't be here because thanks taking. And yeah, let me actually pull down the. Let's turn this audio back on. Let me turn this off. Put the fucking game on. And I'm going to be calling them in just a minute. I have a couple things I want to probably talk about briefly with them. One that I know they're going to groan at, because I make fun of it every year, but I'm going to only briefly talk. Well, I'm going to make fun of it, but not really discuss it. And it'll probably be the last time I discuss it for the year, other than if they do one thing, which will be me briefly poking fun at it. Anyway, let me give them a call.
There we go.
How's it going?
It's alright. Yourself?
I'm alright. Let me just turn on the Kingdom Hearts. I say turn on, but I was just on the menu to select Kingdom Hearts was all it was. Well, Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I had the disc already booted. I can't believe Sabo messaged and then he's just dead.
That's Sabo for you.
You know, man, the Germans would fucking hate him for appointments.
Now, I don't know, the Germans don't seem like the type who can hate people. Everybody likes the Germans.
Those wacky Germans.
What have the Germans ever done to warrant such a bad reputation?
So where do you think we should go today? Aladdin or Nightmare?
I think Aladdin.
Alright.
Well, it's just because if Aladdin takes the whole stream, then Nightmare could be closer to Christmas.
True. Because I know we won't run next week, because thanks taking. But yeah, it'll be pretty much the week, which that'll probably also be a whole stream thing.
Yeah.
So both
nothing else, we can fill out time with Colosseum stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember how long they are, but it's also because I haven't played this in so long. Some of them are shorter than I remember, but I also do... But then again, at the same time, I did beat this... Mind you, I was a teenager and could stay up way longer than I should have. I was able to beat this in essentially a weekend where I borrowed it on a Friday and gave it back to them on Monday. Before, you know, obviously buying my own copy that I don't even think I ever booted. And then I think I sold it when I got this.
Understandable.
So it was just that kind of thing where I never ended up replaying it, so I just kind of had that disc sitting in my my shelf for a while.
Then they made like a whole HD collection, so you could have everything, including all the stuff that you didn't have in the first game.
Exactly. So I do want to poke fun at it briefly. So my original plan for this year was I was just not going to pay any attention to the Game Awards, but they did at least do some stuff I wanted to laugh at.
Is it saying, yes, we can give Elden Ring all the more awards because it had DLC and that means it's okay?
Yeah, they made like a whole new rule just for it.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, well, there's that, but there's going to be one other thing. So, they made... So, for anybody who isn't aware, which is like maybe nobody, they decided that they're like, oh shit, well, we don't want this fucking weeb game to win, even though Elden Ring's also Japanese. Fuck. Guys, what if we just let DLC be the game of the year? And also re-releases of old games. They're also qualified for categories now too.
Ah.
And remasters and shit.
You know, that's fine.
I've had people argue with me that it's actually okay for Elden Ring to be there. No, it's like Elden Ring 2 pretty much. It's fine.
It's definitely Elden Ring the DLC.
It's just cope because people like Elden Ring and it's annoying. Like from now on, I almost want to do a gag each year where I do a fake best of my gag like top 10 and I just put DLC on it as a joke and then give you my actual one. I feel like I should start doing that. Hey Heihachi Tekken 8 Game of the Year! Not the entire game, just Heihachi! Horse Armor DLC Game of the Year!
I guarantee you, if they'd have released Horse Armor DLC for Skyrim this year, they would have given Skyrim all the awards.
Or Elden Ring too.
DLC for the DLC.
Yes. But so yeah, there's that. So I can't wait for Elden Ring to just take a bunch of awards from actual games. I remember one person said like, oh, why not? It's like, oh man, it would be nice if they had a DLC section. I'm like, they used to! They used to have a DLC section! That's what the fucking Phantom Liberty DLC was in one last year.
Yeah, but that's because that was at a point where DLC actually mattered most of the times. These days,
I feel like
post-game
it's because
DLC is just content that was cut out.
Yeah, I feel like what happened is,
I'll give this to Shadow of the Erdtree. It doesn't feel like it was content that was cut out of the game for the most part.
Right, but so here's my theory on what happened. I thought about it. There wasn't any really good, like, major Western releases this year.
The ones that didn't bomb.
Yeah, so I think they did that because of this. Because they're like, well, shit. All of the usual...
Astrobot.
Well, they're not going to give it to Astropot. They're going to give it to Elden Ring, you know it.
That's what I'm saying. They would have otherwise had to give it to Astrobot.
And they don't want to do that. Metaphor? Oh god, that's weeb shit. Can't do that either.
Gosh, I wonder how
Shit.
and Jasmine are doing.
And not doing that. Alright.
Yeah,
I think what else came out this year?
Well, there was, Helldivers 2, but that fell off for a lot of people because of the updates.
Yeah.
Space Marine 2. I'm talking about just Western releases right now. In terms of Western releases, I can't really think of much. Outside of, like, indies and shit, that they aren't going to look at because they're indies. They only pick one indie darling, and that's the one they'll do, and this year's Bellatra. Like, Bellatra will, like, win all the indie awards. Like, it'll sweep those. But, like, indies don't usually get Game of the Year. Or anything like that, or any of the categories where they're up against anything that's not an indie. Also, hi, Gilbert.
So, back in the old days.
But, I think the other things that are interesting is, so, Shadow X Sonic got completely snubbed.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
We can do that.
Also, they fucking did it, the thing that we've been joking about since January, they fucking did it. They fucking put Multiverse up again for Fighting Game of the Year.
Yep.
Yeah, the Fighting Game of the Year category is, Tekken 8, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which, both of those are really good games.
But Tekken 8 will win.
The Marvel vs. Capcom Collection.
Yeah, Tekken 8will win.
And Sparking Zero.
Yeah, Tekken 8 will win.
Probably. But then again, they might give it to Multiverse, because I wouldn't put it past them.
They might, but also Tekken 8 will win.
It should. It should in terms of their stuff. I personally think I would probably actually, from playing it as long as I have, they're both going to end up being on my top 10, I'm pretty sure. But I probably would actually eke it out slightly to Grand Blue.
But Tekken 8 will win.
Oh, I'm talking about my own. I'm not talking about theirs.
Oh.
Theirs is either going to be Tekken 8. It's not going to be Grand Blue. Straight.
Won't be Sparking Zero either.
It won't be Sparking. Sparking is just they threw that in there because I'll make fun of something else in a second. Not at the Game Awards, the game in particular. So like it's either gonna come down to either Tekken or Marvel or Multiverse if Warner Brothers gave them a nice enough check. And there really aren't a lot of Warner games up there, so you know it could happen even though it came out looking like rigor mortis set in while it was in the fucking grave.
Come out last year.
It came out last year, and they took it down, and they brought it back, and it was worse than ever, stiff as hell, because you know the rigor mortis set in.
Hey.
Or maybe the embalming fluid also.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at 2023 for games. I was like, wait, Dead Space didn't come out this year. Oh my god, Sabo's here.
So, the one thing that's interesting that did not make it into the fighting game category, and this says a lot to me, is Mortal Kombat 1, or well, did not make it in there. Damn, that really wasn't that good for Mortal Kombat fans, was it? Holy shit.
No, they can only cope so hard.
Holy crap. Because I honestly, at the start of the year, I think I even quipped saying that it would most likely go to Mortal Kombat. But, you know, because this is before it came out, and also even though I hated it, I was like, oh, whatever. But I remember hearing rumblings of Mortal Kombat fans being kind of divisive on it. And I guess it was pretty fucking divisive. Holy shit. Didn't even get in the running. Multiverse got in, though, again, which is... Why?
Shits and gigs.
Well,
all the characters.
Well, because Warner Brothers gave them money.
Because everyone's looking forward to that new character, Ruby. Oh, wait. They don't own that anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, well.
They did put the Powerpuff Girls in recently. I do know that.
That's nice. That's nice for them.
Yeah. I probably would have been interested if the game actually played like it did back when it was not technically released, even though it was released. Because it played better.
Just scrolling through what cake did actually come out this year, because I'm curious.
Like, so like my friends are playing a Metroidvania called 9 Souls that looks really good. And I'm honestly like, I was like, huh. I'm surprised this didn't get on any fucking indie lists. Because I was looking at the indie stuff, and like the only games that I knew from the indie list were, what were they? It obviously Balatro, even though I have no interest in Balatro. And then it was UFO 50 was another one that I know of, and that one I'm interested in. It's the game where they're like, what if we made Action 52 not shit?
Oh, wait, why is it Like a Dragon up for something?
Like a Dragon's like only in like 2 categories.
Damn.
It's like in, I think, RPG, and I think maybe some for performance.
I'm amazed that I assume Persona 3 Reload's up for stuff.
No.
No,
No,
Damn.
it's not. It's not. I don't think it was in anything.
Damn, they snubbed Persona.
For Metaphor. They weren't gonna put them both in there.
Newer, fancier game.
And they weren't gonna put them both in there. They're both weeb shit.
Persona 3 is just a remake in the end.
Yeah, but we were discussing this earlier, that they changed the rules for Elden Ring to allow into categories remakes, remasters, re-releases, DLC. Because
between Metamore and Persona 3, they'd want to put out Metamore because that's a newer, established franchise.
Yeah, and now mind you, if they were 2 American IPs like that, or like Western ones, then they would just put them both in there. That's the difference.
Oh, this is also FF7 Rebirth came out, so that'll
Rebirth.
That'll sweep a lot.
Yeah, Rebirth is in a lot of categories.
Also, it doesn't get like best soundtrack. That is kind of a shame.
Yeah, I didn't really look at like I mean, I read them the other day, but I wasn't gonna pull them up because I was like, genuinely, my original plan this year was to not even talk about them because fuck them. But there was just some stuff that was just silly enough where I was like, okay, I want to at least like poke a stick at this because it's funny. I'm not gonna even really bother with the results other than like if Metaphor wins, I'll point and laugh at that.
I mean, it'll win something.
Well, I mean, Multiverse is only in 1 category.
Oh, you said Metaphor.
Oh, Metaphor, no. Multiverse is what I meant, sorry. Metaphor might win something, maybe. Final Fantasy 7 will probably win some stuff. Game of the Year will go to fucking Elden
I never
Ring.
had the chance to thank you for before. You helped Aladdin.
Then again, if I remember, didn't they just quietly sneak Cyberpunk in like 3 years in a row?
But, it looks like the Heartless...
Even though the game was like released ages ago, they kept putting in the Game of the Year category.
I think we're all right for
You know,
now.
actually, someone pointed this out, actually speaking of like ongoing or like community support. The fact that Xenoverse 2 has never been up for that, considering they've been updating that game for like almost 10 years, is kind of insane.
Usually, he's the same
Yeah, well.
cheerful Aladdin.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
I mean,
to be fair, it is Japanese,
Just
so you know.
seems sad.
Yeah, exactly.
He
And it
leaves
is the
palace and
de
goes
facto
off by
anime
himself
game.
all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong. He's gone again today.
But,
What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey, maybe he's got a secret girlfriend.
Oh my God,
know.
Gilbert, I
I'll
love
go
you.
find out who she is.
Yeah, we're doing Aladdin World because we figure that if Aladdin World takes long enough, we might not have to do Nightmare Before Christmas till it's closer to Christmas.
Since we won't be running next week because of Thanksgiving.
Oh, Hellblade 2, yeah, that'll be up for stuff.
Yeah, Hellblade. I think Stellar Blade's like in one of the
Maybe it's something you
categories.
said.
I wasn't expecting that to get anything.
Honestly, I was surprised it got in at all.
System
Fine,
Shock.
fine.
Maybe
Won't do
we
it
should
next
go
week.
talk to Aladdin. He's
What?
gotta be somewhere in town,
Associate with
right?
people instead.
Good idea.
Have to,
I
you
wonder
do
what
what
he's
you
been
like.
doing.
Run into the woods.
Yeah.
No one can stop you.
Stop thief!
But then what would I do out in the woods?
Oh,
Stuff in the woods.
Hi, Sora. Come back here.
You do what you want to do, my friend.
Yeah, yeah. Do whatever you want.
Live your best life.
That furball. Put a leash on him.
Look, I'm sorry. You
Well,
should be
don't,
ashamed
you
of
know?
yourself,
These things
fool.
can... that is also something you could do. You could just
no
not.
hard feelings?
Just don't and say you did.
But,
A boo?
Well, yeah, then we can do that closer to Christmas. And, there was an idea I had for I saw this, a really
Hey guys,
funny...
sorry about earlier.
I say funny, but it's kind of more interesting idea if we won't finish this before Christmas. We'll probably be the next year when this gets finished. That's my guess.
No talking your way out of this one.
But-
We won't finish this game before Christmas, though.
Yeah, I don't think so. If we did, there was a game I thought about doing. If we had the time, there's a Metroidvania where you play as Ebenezer Scrooge. It takes place after the events of the book. I looked at the gameplay of it. It actually looks pretty good, and I was like, you know, this would actually be kind of a fun game for Christmas time. But since I pushed the forward on doing this, that's kind of out of the running for that because I don't want to do it any other time. I don't want to do it any time other than Christmas because it just wouldn't feel right. Like I might play it on my own, but that's a whole other thing. But what else? God, that look on Sora's face is so fucking mischievous. I love it.
Here to ruin some shit for people. I assume Zenless Zone Zero will just go up for like best free-to-play game or whatever it is.
What game is it?
That category. That's that game that's not Genshin, but you think is Genshin.
It's a game made by the same Genshin people, which is basically just, waifus and stuff, and that's really all people care about.
He's right, you know.
Yeah.
The game,
It
mean, there's gameplay and everything, but I don't think anyone really there. They just want to watch the waifus.
They just want waifus. Not.
I mean, I look at the waifus and I'm like, none of these are really interesting to me. I don't really care about any of these waifus.
I'm sure they are fine.
They're very vanilla.
I mean, there's like a maid shark girl, which I'm pretty sure is unique, if not necessarily something a lot of people would go for.
I guess they had to make their own discount Gura.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Aladdin. No, Donald is not going in the party. You silly
Why not?
bint. Because Goofy.
Because
Like-
wisdom form sucks, that's why.
True. He's getting near to having limit form.
Yeah, I need to actually use my drives more often so I can level it up.
Final Mix got to the point where they were like, we have to come up with some challenges to wisdom form. It's completely useless.
But wouldn't it's not help on the fact that its ability is counterfeited by limit form.
It wasn't in the game.
No, I meant like in this version to make it even more useless.
Yeah, well,
Oh, they tried.
if only
Damn, yeah,
if
just
only if only we could cast Save Flare.
just fucking doom scrolling down this, and I'm like, wow, why is it like one of the most interesting things that's popped up is Star Wars Bounty Hunter?
Which I think is funny that they squeaked it into anything. Because I was like, man, people really did not care about that game. It kind of came, went, and nobody cared. I looked at I remember seeing a trailer of it, and there was some stuff in it that just was like really rough, like the grenade running at a different fucking frame rate, them not showing the chase sequence. I was just like, yeah, there's enough shit in here that makes me go, yeah, this game's probably gonna be not great. So I just
Wait, what chase scene in Bounty Hunter?
in the trailer, one of the trailers they put out, like a gameplay trailer. They were getting ready to do a chase sequence, and then they just cut it.
That's because there is no chase scene in Bounty Hunter.
No, not Bounty Hunter. Wait, no, I'm thinking about Outlaws. Sorry.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
thinking-
yeah, who cares about Outlaws? I was talking about Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which is the re-release of that game from like 2003.
I forgot that had a re-release this year.
Yeah. Jedi Power Battles is getting a remaster next year in January. Like, what? Why? The
Power
game
Battles?
sucks. It's the PS1, like I would almost call it like a side scroller, a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
All right, let's bring back the fighting game from the PS1. Everyone wants it.
It's not fighting. Oh, you were talking about that one.
Masters of something. I don't remember the.
Terra Kasai or something. I don't know.
Had a girl with a robot
Right.
and harm. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, Concord. That I wonder if that's gonna be up for anything this year.
No.
How is like surely Astrobots in like every category?
Like I said, like I said earlier, I think the reason why they decided to give it the Elden Ring is like we need something that looks like Western enough, and all of the Western AAA releases this year bombed. Shit. Elden Ring DLC.
Good time to be like me and you, me and Saber, where we just like weird random bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, that's always gonna be the case. Is we'll just like random shit.
Speaking of re-releases, Transformers games might be getting re-released.
More of them.
All four, like the two Cybertron games plus Devastation.
Okay, now you have
and-
my attention.
And Rise of the Darkspark, though.
I don't
Dan.
remember Darkspark.
Yeah, well.
That's the one they tried to tie into Bayformers.
So it's the one that's half Bayform. It's the game that's half good because half of it is just ripped off assets and models from Fall of Cybertron, and then the other half is significantly worse looking because it was trying to tie into Bayformers while serving as like a prequel or something to Age of Extinction. You know, the one that's embarrassed to have Dinobots.
God.
Because Michael Bay does not like the Dinobots. And I'm like, what does this man like?
He hates whimsy. He likes guns, and Megan Fox's ass.
Yeah, it's about
Oh.
it.
Silent Hill 2, how is that not up for everything?
It's got a couple of things, but yeah, it didn't
How's it
get-
not up for everything?
I'm surprised by that. Like, that's one thing I was surprised by. I wasn't up for more shit.
Why isn't the Grendizer game up for everything?
Is that game any good?
I don't know, I never played.
It's okay-ish, but it's
Oh.
very short. It's like it covers like the first 10 episodes of the show, and that's about it. But I mean, it was fun if you like robots.
Oh, I hate robots.
It was cool. It was cool to play as Grendizer.
Man, I hate robots. In fact, I think it'd be better if we just got rid of them entirely. You know, unlike other anime, mecha anime, this one's about...
It's about the characters.
Why is Kong survival instinct up?
Come on, guys! Get a grip!
But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that game made a lot of money because the French. The French.
Oh, Grandizer? Yeah,
French
yeah.
The French love
French.
Grandizer, so yeah. I'm like, all right, when's the Bioman game?
Yeah, there's Sonic and Shadow, which we've already discussed, got nothing.
Yeah, yeah, because I mentioned the Shadow X Sonic got nothing, which I was actually kind of surprised considering how much it was getting raved by even like reviewers. I was like, oh, that might actually get get a nomination, not a win.
Oh wow, did I miss that Shadows of the Damned Remastered came out? Anyway. Yeah, okay. Apparently it came out on Halloween. Anyway.
I did not know that. I was too busy playing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Honestly...
Actually, no. Actually, on Halloween specifically, I was busy playing D&D.
Let's be fair. Would you really care that much? I know Shadows of the Damned is quirky and funny and all, but like also, it's not quirky and funny enough.
Damn.
But you know how there's like Grasshopper Manufacturer or like Suda51 games where it's like, yeah, it's a bit shit, but it's so quirky. You're like, yeah, I can get behind this. Like, No More Heroes. And then other times there's just stuff that's like, it's quirky, it's Suda, but also yawn.
It's kind of like, honestly, like, I would say, like, one thing I said about Last Chainsaw is, like, while I like it, the first half of the game is pretty fun, and then it just goes downhill as it goes along. It's kind of like that, honestly.
I think part of the thing is that, like, Suda's very good at coming up with, like, weird and unique and fun premises, but either he doesn't have like the pacing or the right way to get pathos for those games, or the company just doesn't have like the capacity to make the games the way they need to be.
Kind of like what happened with Yoko Taro for the longest time.
Yeah.
Where like it's like, yeah, his writing's really good, and unfortunately the teams he get are not really good at doing the thing that he wants. And then you get to fucking Automata where they have Platinum doing it, and you just have an all-around great game.
I mean, Automata also had like a few other things going for it that made it really soar in popularity.
2B's ass.
Yeah, it could be anything, but it was definitely that. Oh damn, the massive paedophile was withdrawn from being Attorney General.
Good.
Yeah, he got blocked.
I mean, I think because it was like last week he was talking to a bunch of senators and a bunch of senators went, I'm not going to vote for you, you're a paedophile. And he went, oh no, consequences for my very real crime.
Oh damn it, I forgot I'm not Trump. I have consequences. Shit.
I mean, I suppose it's for the best, but on the other hand, part of it's like, let's just go full chaos. Why not?
Babo, he trafficked a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, but like we might as well just
He should not being funny. As soon as that became a possibility, every fucking congressman should have taken it as their civic duty
to beat
line up and kick him in the balls one by one.
Yes!
The fact that they didn't is a disgrace in your country.
I agree!
Fuck him. Absolutely no.
Yeah! Like, come on!
Like, tolerate a bunch of whimsy about other people who are grossly unqualified for the positions they've been given. Like, we'll all have a joke about RFK. Mr. Brainworms, vaccine denier. It fucking actually has fucking brain damage from the said brainworms. Is running the Department of Health. Yeah, that's a good joke. We can all laugh at that. Like, when it's like, oh no, this man who's been fucking accused, and from what I understand, the reason the charges were dropped was less of the, oh, he didn't do it, it was the, oh no, we guarantee we can get this guy, and then we'll go at him harder with the evidence we get from the first one. And the fucking ethics committee, from what I've understood, because they won't release it, but you kind of infer from the fucking hoop jumping that Mike Johnson went through to go, no, you see, you shouldn't release it because it'd be bad, and also please don't tell anyone how he lives. Right? No, fuck Gates.
Yeah.
He's the worst piece of shit. He's an actual child molester.
And just wait, I'm sure worse people will crop up.
I don't know how much worse you could get than actual child molester.
Who trafficked a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, which is just a fancy way of saying he raped her.
Yes.
Like, we'll say sex trafficking, but he had sex with a minor. It's constitutional rape.
It is.
It's fucking disgusting and gross and grimy. And the fact that he was ever in contention is a fucking disgrace.
Fully agree.
People should be ashamed that this wasn't ever even actually a possibility. I'm ashamed. You know what? I'm glad Trump appointed a fucking psychopathic climate change denying oil guy. You know what? We don't deserve to live. Bring on the fucking end.
Nah, we don't. Soon we'll all have brain worms.
No, we won't need the brain worms. Like, it is amazing how in like a year where you've seen like record level fucking storms hit and destroy Florida, and like other like major and guess what? Do you know the funny thing about storms, storms, right? They get stronger the hotter the water is.
Yep.
And guess what happens when you raise the temperature of the fucking planet on average? Oh look, the oceans get hotter. Storms become much more likely and powerful.
The lizard people are happy.
As we've already seen. And it's like, you know, in the face of all of this evidence, especially tangible evidence that has damaged so many people's lives, and you still are like, nah, there's no scientific evidence to back it up.
Literally 10 years... Like, for fuck's sake, 10 years ago this time, it was fucking just colder outside. Like, for fuck's sake. The bees weren't still hanging around this time of year. Literally 10 years ago.
Yeah, but oil.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I genuinely am of the opinion that it would just be kinder if you just started beating your children to death with hammers.
I can't believe you just went, oh, okay, let's kill him, let's kill him, let's beat him with hammers.
It's kinda. Kill him now, kill him now quickly, versus leaving him in a fucking world that's gonna be devastated.
I mean, there are probably more humane ways to do that than beating them to death with hammers.
Well, it's still more humane than climate change. That's my argument. It's not that that's a good solution. It's just that is technically a nicer solution than what's actually happening or going to happen.
I hate that my brain went right to, because me and my friends are doing a watch of Venture Brothers. Just when Hank asks Brock how he would kill him, and he goes, quick twist of the neck while you're asleep, you wouldn't feel a thing. You thought about this.
Obviously. Well, I mean, obviously, considering Hank fucking died so many times.
True.
Carbon monoxide, the silent killer.
But yeah, we basically are getting two. Me and another friend are getting two of our other friends into Venture Brothers, and we finished season 1 with them.
Yeah, nice.
Again, it's your turn to say something horrible.
What?
You're not saying anything horrible. You were just like, well, maybe he would have shaken up the system, and then it's like, maybe, but also he's a pedophile.
I wasn't even saying he was shaking up the system. I was just saying, let's just go full chaos. Screw it. Like, we're already in clown world.
I can't, and I won't go topping that shit that you said.
And then Train's like, we should beat the kids to death with hammers. Sorry, so Dan, it's your turn.
That's still not as bad as what you said!
It's whatever. We're all fucked anyway. As I said, it is impressive the hoops people jump through to justify. Like, RFK Jr. and his whole vaccines are not real. And it's like, he's been handed, like, personally handed countless studies that tell him exactly the correlation between.
I will
autism.
bet you money that this motherfucker probably gets vaccinated.
100%. When do they not?
Because most of these people that are at the heads, not the dumbasses who listen to them, do get their fucking shots and everything.
Well, yeah, because all the people who don't get the shots die.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Crazy.
Like, vaccines last year alone saved an estimated 1.1 million American children.
Yeah. Like, vaccines are fucking good. Get your goddamn vaccine.
And everyone who's like, oh, but they cause autism, it's like, they literally don't.
They don't. They don't.
Fucking don't. I'm tired of this argument.
It is just
where
not
does this
true.
belief even come from?
From someone making bullshit up on Facebook, essentially.
Well, because some kids got autism and some kids got vaccinated,
Therefore, that's what does it.
So why is it some kids who aren't vaccinated can develop autism, and some kids who are vaccinated don't have autism?
Well, you see,
the vaccine is shed. So if you're around other people that have been vaccinated, you also get vaccinated by proxy.
It's only logical.
Seems a whole lot less believable than the fact that autism is a neurological defect caused during gestation of a fetus.
What? No.
I feel like that's a significantly easier explanation for what, and the main reason why you only notice it after vaccinations is because most kids get vaccinated when they're babies, and obviously you don't notice signs of autism until children are able to communicate effectively.
Also, this whole thing started from a fucking quack that was in your country, that your country smartly kicked out, and then he came here.
Yeah, why is it everyone we kick out goes to you?
He's more gullible, apparently.
We look at James Corden and we're like, we're not having you, get the fuck out. He went to you guys.
Because we'll take anyone.
Not anymore, you won't.
We used to.
I mean, unless you're... I mean, yeah, it would be disastrous if you allowed an illegal immigrant to enter your country and get to any position of power. Think of the chaos they might unleash.
Yeah, imagine an illegal immigrant getting there. Imagine an illegal immigrant, like, hopping and jumping and skipping along with a presidential candidate.
Matt, you know what they could do? They could basically create a fake government body so that they and another millionaire can get paid, or billionaire or whatever, can get paid ridiculous amount of money for doing no fucking work. That would literally be a fucking illegal immigrant living off the taxpayer's dollar.
That would be crazy if that was
that would be awful. I would hate that to happen.
That would be insane. How could that could never happen, right?
So anyway, did you see that Elon Musk is recruiting people with high IQs to join his team? By which I mean they will be slaves.
Yeah, he's like, but you'll have to work for free.
You have to work 80+ hours for free. That's slavery. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Sorry, I was just rereading the text.
I mean, you'd basically be working for clout and connections.
Which won't mean shit!
It's basically like a half internship, half buskers.
Oh man, clout and connections. You know what? I'm gonna check it. You know what? I'm gonna do a convert to see what that's worth. Oh, according to this conversion, it's worth jack and shit.
That's crazy.
It's worth one day you could be like, hey, you should give me a job because I was one of Musk's.
I was one of Musk's slaves.
I was Musk's slaves. And
yeah, I'm sure any reputable business is going to look at that resume and go, "Wow, you seem like such a high IQ individual. You took a job that did work you to the bone and gave you nothing in response. Why would I hire you? You'll work for nothing." But that's the other thing. It sets a very dangerous precedent of just basically trying to make people work for nothing.
Which businesses are doing, yeah. Where they're like, okay, well, here's our entry-level position, but also you need to have 13 years of experience?
Yep. I mean, that's just always been the joke of, well, you need experience to get this job. How do I get experience if you won't let me take the job? Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, but now it's like really getting ridiculous. It's getting to the interview and just have like armed guards show up and be like, "You're ours now. You're going to work, and you're not going to get anything, and you're going to make me money, and you're not going to give anyone trouble about it if you know it's good for you."
Also, we're going to get rid of the tip system. Does that mean you're going to pay your workers a livable wage? No.
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 What are you, stupid?
No. All tips will go to the business, thank you, because the business provides.
Yeah.
And that's only until they get automated workers that, you know,
Yeah.
don't pay anyone.
Oh, that's going to be funny when... Can't wait for when prices go up and joblessness goes up and everyone's like, but I voted for Trump, why is this happening?
Because you voted for Trump.
Yeah, because you voted for exactly... I can't believe he got away with saying, I'm going to bring down prices by raising your taxes, and everyone believed him.
His cult of personality is so...
All those hardline Republicans literally clapped when he told them he was going to raise their taxes. God. Genius.
The cult of personality of him really needs to be studied. It's insane.
Hey guys, I'm gonna put tariffs on all these foreign goods. So they'll pay for they'll pay the tariffs, right?
No, you will.
So they'll pay the tariffs, right? It's just the fucking Star Wars meme.
Yeah, apparently a surprising amount of people just thought they like the other companies would have to pay for it.
Nope.
Fucking in what universe?
I mean, it's great for us because Trump's saying shit like, "Oh well, if you don't trade," Trump's literally trying to say shit like, "Hey Britain, you're gonna trade with America and no one else, or else you won't trade with us." And I think the response has been, "Okay, hey Europe, you want to trade again? Cool."
I can't believe it. Trump did it. He brought back the European Union.
And he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're coming back to us now, eh?"
No, it's more of the case of, well, now we've got an excuse of, you know what, fuck America, let's just be friends again. We're such good friends, I even learned that today that there's a Winston Churchill statue in Paris.
I did
Well,
not know
today,
that.
I learned it, like, during Remembrance Day, but, like, I was more like, wait, what? They hate, but they...
Remember when people liked us?
No.
When was that?
Yeah, when? No, literally never.
Literally never.
You've never been liked.
All those years of school lying to me.
Well, put it this way, even back in, like, the 1700s, you know, you work with the French, and like, say, we're going to be friends, right? And then you told the French to fuck off. And you went, oh, okay. And then you invaded Canada, and then they beat you. And then you invaded Mexico. And then you just basically kidnapped Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then you spent, like, you spent multiple fucking decades trying to attack the Middle East.
Sure looks valuable.
Great. Now let's go get
Then you
that
spent
land.
years demonizing Japanese businesses and development.
Yeah, because oh yeah, during the 80s bubble period where they were...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up. Imagine if we had done that.
Just saying, like, you've basically spent your entire existence as a country pissing off everyone else.
Did you ever see the fucking cover for the Mr. Roboto album? It is, like, genuinely racist. If you ever listen to the actual full song, not the radio edit, the actual full song, it's full-on racist.
That's the thing, it was the
like,
whole...
the radio edit just seems like a quirky little song about a robot. When you listen to the actual full non-radio edit version, it goes, oh! Oh, here we go! Oh, shit! It's like the equivalent of the fucking Krusty thing where he puts on the glasses and teeth, and the crowd's like, what the fuck?
Crossed a few lines here.
At least Trey Parker likes Japan.
I mean, look, I don't think anybody like holds too much stock in like Matt Stone and Trey Parker because you know they take pot shots at everyone. The real problem with South Park is that because it's been going on so long, at a certain point they stop being the underdogs punching up. They're like just two white millionaires punching down at people.
That's kind of what happened with Simpsons too. They were counterculture, but now they're just. But then they became just culture.
They were the culture.
Is there counterculture anymore?
I mean, I guess it depends. Now there's just consume.
Okay, now there's just consume and
Ask no questions. Consume.
ask no questions, consume, and do what the crowd tells you. Or should we cancel?
Pretty much.
And those Gen Xers are like, ha, look at those losers.
You can't cancel me. I'm already cancelled.
I was canceled years ago.
But yeah, I mean, just historically speaking, nobody likes America.
We are the worst at diplomacy. Like, we are the worst at it.
And even Canada, who's your, friend, doesn't like you.
Let's go.
Especially because now all of you are trying to fuck off to Canada.
I can't imagine why.
We don't want you.
Stop your whining and hand it over.
And you're even pissing off Italy now because Musk not got enough out of rigging one election is now trying to mess in other people's politics.
Hey, remember how literally the fucking PA court said no, this is okay, it's perfectly fine. When he was
it's fine.
it's literally fucking bribery, blatantly.
It's fine because it wasn't random, even though he said it was random. It was all predetermined. They knew which people they were paying to vote. That makes it okay.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
I mean, honestly, those people should charged him more. Bankrupt the fucker. Yeah, I'll vote, but give me $1 billion right now. And then when he gave it, it's like it wasn't a legally binding contract, so I'm not actually gonna vote.
Yeah, people are... But unfortunately, as much as that's something that you and I put on, it works on, the common clay. Salt of the earth. Morons.
Yeah, we've all seen Blazing Saddles.
I wanted to do the whole thing, okay? I'm allowed to do it at least once, aren't I?
Yeah, just don't do some other scenes.
I won't!
Make the preceding event to that exact scene is what you probably shouldn't do.
I wouldn't!
Good morning, ma'am. Oof.
Good movie, though.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Mel Brooks, though.
It's maybe Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs I think might be favorite. Young Frankenstein's my favorite.
Yeah, Spaceballs. That would have to be my favorite one.
I like Men in Tights, but there are parts that when I was watching, I was like, some of these jokes did not age that great.
Oh yeah, sure, because jokes in Blazing Saddles age fantastic.
The context, though, is different, to be fair. It's hard to explain. But yeah, no, Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs are my two favorite ones. I do like History of the World Part 1. I'm still annoyed that they ruined the best joke ever by actually making a History of the World Part 2. I was like, no! You ruined it!
No, the best joke would be to make part 2 first and then have no part 1.
Well, that's also a good joke. You know, like how they made Street Fighter 2, but no one.
Yeah, I actually do have a funny story about Spaceball. Well, funny for specifically me. It was only like very recent. I mean, within like the last year or so period where I was like, wait, Tim Russ was in fucking Spaceballs?
Yes, he was.
And it's like his most famous role is being the We Ain't Found Shit guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, you're the We Ain't Found Shit guy? I just knew you from like all of your other major roles in television things. I feel bad. I just never appreciated that's Tim Russ. I guess I just respected him as an actor instead of as a caricature.
I mean,
How disgraceful of me.
you have to start somewhere.
I have nothing against him like that. It's just when he was like made a fake video lamenting that was what he was known for. And I was like, wait, that was you? I just know you from all these other things you did.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. That was like, I think, one of his first roles.
I have nothing against him being that guy, just
Go away.
Gotcha.
more surprising he was that guy.
It's like Michael Dorn's role in one of the Rocky movies. As like some guy just standing there, who I think had one line.
At least he got a line.
Oh,
Which
Probably
nobody would
more-
know it was him because
Prob-
like he wasn't into Klingon makeup.
Nice one,
probably more,
Yago.
probably more intelligible than anything Sliced Alone was saying.
Look, it's not over till it's over.
I used to have respect for that man to an extent, and then he was appeared on stage with Trump, and it's like, well, that's gone.
I think it's just a.
Also, shocked that Linda McMahon got a job and not Vince.
Nice try, Bird Brain. Just wait till Jafar.
I mean,
How-
Trump probably holds
He's
grudges
gonna make
on
one
Vince.
What grudge? Him and Vince literally best friends. They even probably assaulted the same women together.
Maybe he's afraid that people will be paying
Oh
more
my
attention.
god! Oh my fucking god damn!
What?
So I didn't watch it, and you didn't watch it, but my friend did watch part of that McMahon documentary.
Yeah.
Apparently, in one of the interviews, he talks about a sexual assault that happened way before any of us were born. Oh, it gets better, it gets better. So he says, no, it wasn't a sexual assault, it's entirely consensual. But then he follows that up with, but if it was sexual assault, the statute of limitations ran out.
Oh, of course, what am I saying? You're living at the palace now!
What an absolute piece of shit. He fucking went full OJ and did If I Did It.
Wait, tell me, am I being a pest? Just a big blue pest? Oh, who
Jesus
cares now?
Christ.
I'm just so
And
glad
even
to
OJ
see
couldn't
you.
get away with that one.
That's a high Dan Castle on that.
Oh yeah, Milhouse's voice actor is retiring.
Yeah, well, she does a lot of characters in the show.
Which, yeah, but Milhouse is the one that they
The main
put on
one,
the
yeah.
thing. I was talking to a friend about it because a friend's like, "Well, I hope they get another. They either recast because Bart should have a friend." And I'm like, I'm hoping they just Austin Powers it. My best friend for years, Milhouse, is gone forever. Wait a second, that means I can have a new friend. Just fully like, yeah, whatever. Milhouse is dead anyway. Speaking of insensitive things, so Overwatch is about to debut its new hero tomorrow. They've shown him off. He's Scottish, and already they're starting with the stereotypes. Because the first fucking panel of like the comic they've shown him in, he's necking an iron brew.
Is he somehow more stereotypical than the Demo Man?
I mean, he's white.
Okay, well that's at least one more point.
I was gonna say, yeah, at least.
And also his power is he gets power from some drug thing. Supposed to be a drug addict, so Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's more stereotypical than the Demo Man!
I was gonna say that's what I thought. Scottish people got their power from liquor, drugs.
No, they're
Or is that the Irish?
I mean, they're both stereotypes, but drug abuse is a very serious problem in Scotland. It's very serious. I'm actually not going to make light of it. I will, however, make fun of the Scots. And every time he's on screen, I am just playing like the greatest hits of groundskeeper Willie quotes.
Damn those Scots!
The one that sticks in my mind is, you speak like a poet, but you punch like one too.
I won't bow down to world leaders because I don't know who they are. And I'm not willing to learn.
You won't slap your Willie around anymore. Thinking about it, continue on with the Simpsons thing. Groundskeeper Willie's like actually one of the like most morally good characters on that show.
He is.
He throws himself in to defend people so far often. He fights a wolf to save Bart. When all the kids are bullying Uta because he's a foreign exchange student and they hate immigrants that week, he's like in the middle of them, like, you want to pick on immigrants? Pick on me. Before he's told to shut up. And then the amount of times he tries to save people and he get axed in the back.
You know, I love Willie.
Willie's a good guy.
He is. I love him. Just don't make him an enemy for life.
He was a contentious bunch.
You've just made an enemy for life!
I'm English, you already hate me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Last time, I'm gonna get you yet.
I'm used to it.
Yeah! All right!
It's honestly though, I mean obviously Robin is Genie, but I do actually like Dan Castellaneta Genie too.
Yeah, and then he stopped doing the role because
I think. Oh. He stopped doing the role because they got Robin Williams back to voice a big Prince of Thieves.
And that was the end of the series at that point.
well, I mean, this was after that, but I mean, like even now when Genie shows up in like weird spin-off things, like he's voiced by a different guy. Partially
Might be
because
too expensive.
Partially because Dan is way too expensive. And
Yeah, these days.
And partially because Robin Williams is now dead, so they can just have somebody do a straight-up Robin Williams impression and not get in trouble for it. Because he can't sue them.
Made Dan Castellaneta work as Genie as he played it, so it wasn't based off of like Robin Williams' Genie is based more off of his ability to do impressions. And
Yeah.
what makes Dan Castellaneta's Genie work is that he's just, I mean, he's Homer.
Yeah.
He's like a happier.
You know what it is? He's proto that one fairy from Fairly Odd Parents. What's his name?
Cosmo.
Yeah, him.
It's like him, but like not as stupid.
It's him, but he's Homer.
It's a show about nothing. How do we know when it's over?
When the ninth season ends, or when that guy drops the N bomb. Oh. And South Park made that one episode that I can't quite anything from it. Where Randy accidentally.
That episode is really good though.
Yeah, I mean it's classic South Park. It's like when it's at its peak.
Yeah. Like it's hard to we can't really discuss the episode, but it is a very good episode.
Yeah, every time you like want to talk about it, you're like, oh, I can't talk about it because yeah. But you know,
I did watch it. I mean, hell, like another episode I really enjoyed was the fucking the episode where they just keep saying shit.
Oh yeah, but it's the episode that actually changed TV standards.
Because it was a kind of them like where everyone made a big deal about that one like crime drama that was able to say it the one time, and so they did that whole episode kind of poking fun at that and how people were reacting to it.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the crime drama, but I don't really watch crime drama shows.
Same.
You know, I actually didn't.
You never watched NCIS?
Not really.
How did you escape it?
Which one's the
I
one
didn't
where?
watch it. That's it.
Which one's the one where the dude just shoots a child in the face?
I don't. Law and Order.
Is that Law and Order?
The guy from
Sora?
Twin Peaks.
What is?
Yeah, who's just like
that
just this smug kid, and he just shoots him in the face.
That was Law and Order SVU. I think.
Will you be back?
Yeah, because the kid's a sociopath,
will.
and he's like,
I
"Wah ha ha!
promise."
I'll murder everyone and get away with it, and no one will do anything to me because I'm a child." So the guy just like grabs a guard's gun and shoots him.
And that's the
He's
end
like,
of the
"I killed
episode.
him," and he's like, "I killed him because he was evil."
Which, to be fair, that's the guard's problem for letting a good dude steal his gun.
Right?
And they're like, "How could you do this?" He's like, "What's the difference between him and you?" He's like, "The difference is I'll never kill anyone again, whereas he would have."
I mean, it's easy to say that, but you don't know if you'll kill again.
Yeah, someone might cut you off in traffic.
Exactly.
It's true.
Oh, I told you that story.
Well, someone cut you off in traffic, so you killed them.
No, about how my dad cut somebody off. Or no, my dad beat somebody who was trying to cut us off, so he followed us to the place we were going to work. And then immediately booked it when he saw there was an armed security guard there. I think I told you that story.
I think you have. It sounds familiar.
Sounds a
Yeah.
little familiar.
My thoughts exactly.
You tell a lot of stories.
But I mean, he followed us for like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Dad, that guy's following us." He's like, "No, he's not."
Got it memorized.
Like, "Dad, that guy's following us." Nah, we're just going in the same way. And then like he was completely
I
like his
happen to
back
be
was turned when I
acquaintance
saw the
of
guy just like
Sora's.
follow us, see the guard, and then drove away.
Why
And
don't
I went to
we
the
go see?
guard, and I'm like, "Did he just follow us in here?" He's like, "Yeah, I was about to say something, but he left."
I guess he's
He's not used to New Jersey drivers anymore.
he was not. He was like, I don't want to fucking deal with that security guard. That guy might be able to fight back or have a weapon.
He did have a weapon.
Oh yeah.
He's a security.
He had a weapon.
He's a security guard. He's not a cop. He's not going to be afraid to use it.
He had a weapon, and he's a friend of mine because I go to that
You
place a
and
lot,
I
and I
both
actually
miss
talk to the
someone
guy,
we care
and don't just treat him like a a silent
I
servant.
feel like we're
So
friends
yeah, if that guy
already.
like tried to
Maybe any
attack me,
stream's been
he'd
bright. I
have
gotta
been
get up my
tased
cat
in
one thing.
seconds.
She's screaming at me. I can hear her from the
Acting
door.
very
Going,
friendly.
Come on in, Rosie.
We are in control now.
The cat's in control. She always has been, though.
Hey, what is this place?
You know, because one thing I've learned on the job is actually talk to the people who are working. They appreciate it.
Yeah.
Should
Because
always
most
be
of the
nice.
bosses just treat them like servants.
You should always be nice to the loners and the weirdos, because you never know when that might save your life if they go postal.
Or the opposite, where they see something going down, they're like, "Hey,
You
bud,
okay?
I see this shit. You should get the fuck out." Right, Rosie?
What?
How's your
You
week
and
been,
that
Sabo?
dog came
Also, now
flying out of a
Kyrie is
hole
in
the wall.
Twilight Town.
You nearly gave us heart attacks.
Oh, that's good. I hope she makes lots of friends and she's there and safe and sound forever until we go and find her.
That would be nice.
Here's the one thing about this game where just every time it's like, oh, the characters are actually going to get to meet up. Nope.
No.
Oh, you just missed them, Sora.
Twilight Town!
Yeah, it really gets annoying after a while.
Yep, I can see it.
She was here, but now she's not.
You know, because I actually want to like
If I recall, you don't want to go back to Twilight Town until after you do everything else, right?
No, Twilight Town should be okay to go back to. It's when Hollow Bastion gets all fucked up that you can't. That I think you can miss stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do it today because we
As
just
predicted, that went on for a while.
Yeah. So I was gonna. My plan was pretty much to finish Aladdin and then I'd probably just end there. My cat's honestly yelling because usually on a work day I'll take a nap around this time after work. So she's like, "Hey, are you gonna get into bed?" That's why she's like, "Are you gonna lay down? Lay down, stupid."
No.
nap time.
Nap time, human. Who's nap time? Mine. All right. Yeah, this is a good place to stop. Let me save the game. While I pet my cat with my other hand. It's a very
That's
awkward
not a
position.
euphemism.
And-
Maybe it is a euphemism.
No, a different. If I use a different word for a cat, it would be, but I'm not going to do that. I think it's time to leave.
Dan has a bussy confirmed. Now it's time to leave.
I'll